Hi, this is Allie with the Perception Trainers, author of The Perception Diet, and today I want to talk about something that I feel like is not talked about at all and needs to be talked about. So what I want to talk about today is teachers. So people who are out there on the internet or in real life or whatever that are claiming to have knowledge of some sort, so spiritual, philosophical, health, mathematical, anything that we want to talk about here, that are portraying a point of view, that are portraying an area of knowledge or expertise as fact or as the way or the truth or whatever. So with the internet and with the way that technology works right now, it's really, really cool because we have access to people and to ideas and to information that previously, without the internet and without current technology, we wouldn't have had access. And that is really, really awesome. Okay, so this has created a world where pretty much anyone can find anything that they want to find, and like I said, like that's really awesome. That has benefited our society in a lot of ways. However, on the flip side of that, that means that in our current technological state, anyone can make a video, anyone can write a book, anyone can, make a website, and I feel like what really needs to happen for our society to move forward is we as people need to develop discernment. And I really want to make this video today because I feel like there are a lot of people out there saying a lot of things, and there are a lot of people who are walking around very confused. And that, just because someone is in a position of authority, whether that is self-given or someone else has given it to them, does not mean that you should ever abdicate your responsibility for thinking for yourself and discerning for yourself what is real and what isn't. Okay? So there's this amazing quote by Rumi, I'm pretty sure, but I could be wrong, let me know if I am, that says, "A good teacher tells you where to look, but doesn't tell you what to see." And I really, really believe that idea needs to be taken to heart, because there are so many people out there that are more than happy to take a position of power in people's lives that overrides their own thought process and overrides their own choice of will. And I personally don't believe that that is a very good way to teach or a good way to learn, okay? Because what we need to understand is that when someone truly has a truth, when someone has something that they truly and fully and completely believe in, okay? So this could be dietary, this could be spirituality, this could be, a life philosophy. If they found something that they truly believe in, they don't need to defend it, okay? So people, true teachers who truly have something that they have found that they really believe is the truth or really believe is it or whatever, don't need to walk around defending their position and attacking other people who don't agree with them. Okay, so I want you to think of it this way. If you're in grade 3 and you're learning adding, and you say to the teacher, "I think 1 + 1 = 3. Your teacher is not going to say to you that you're a heretic or a lunatic or ridiculous or retarded or any of these kind of things if you believe that 1 + 1 = 3. They're going to just say to you, "Oh, okay, let me explain to you how math works. Let me explain to you how numbers work. Let me explain to you how 1 + 1 actually equals 2. You're not a bad person for believing that 1 + 1 = 3. You're not a heretic. You're not attacking this teacher's belief system in a way that the teacher then needs to attack you. You have just said something that just clearly doesn't align with the truth of what the curriculum is, and so they will turn around and help you to see the truth, that 1 + 1 = 2. And that is how we need to look for teachers to be. Okay, so out there in the world, people who are teaching dietary things, people that are teaching spiritual things, people that are teaching whatever, if you see a teacher who is so incredibly connected to their message in a way that they need to attack other people and attack other ideals in order to defend their own, then that should send up a red flag for you, okay? That should send up a red flag for you that this may be something you need to think about a little bit for yourself. Because like I said, when someone has found the truth, when someone feels they have truly found something of value, they don't need to defend it. They don't need to attack other people. They can definitely say, you know, okay, I disagree with this other philosophy and here's why, but this other person is not stupid for believing what they believe. It's okay. You know, because if you really believe that you found the truth, people are going to come around. They're going to figure it out eventually. And that kind of leads me into my second point, that a true teacher who has really got something of value for people, doesn't expect everyone to be where they are and to be on their same page, right? Because there's got to be this level of people are allowed to figure things out for themselves. I'm purely representing a point of view. I'm purely offering this information that I feel is valuable, and you do with it what you will. Okay, you go and figure out if this is right for you. You go and experiment. You go and think about. You go and meditate on this and see what comes up for you. But I'm not going to tell you that this is how you have to be right now. I'm going to present an idea that I would then invite you to go and explore. This is how a true teacher should bring forth their information. It's not about, I'm this dictator who now knows more than you, and you better, you know, sit down and shut up and agree with me. And if you don't, there's something wrong with you, okay? And I want to just kind of touch on this, that, you know, there are really only two reasons why someone who is in an authority position or someone who is teaching something or someone who is sharing something would need to attack another person or another point of view. And those two reasons are, number one, they're finding their identity in their teaching. They're finding their identity in what they're doing. So this could be like a life coach, or this could be like a spiritual healer or something like that, who is finding their identity in their work. And therefore, if you're not healing, or if you're not, you know, aligning with their philosophy, if you're not getting the same results as them, blah, 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 in order for them to feel worthy, they need to be getting success with their teaching if they're finding their identity in it. And so if you're not aligning, they need to attack you, that there's something wrong with you rather than there's something wrong with the teaching or something wrong with the teacher. Do you see? So if there's a teacher out there that's attacking you for not getting the same results as them, or for not believing what they're saying or whatever, and making it your fault, it's probably because, again, right, they're finding their identity in their teaching or in their position as a teacher. And in that, if the people that they are talking to are not getting the results that they would want them to get, it would make it their fault, and that can't be, right? So they're going to attack you, that it's your fault, or these people's fault, or whatever. And number two, if someone is truly attacking other people for not believing in their teaching or whatever, it's usually because they are insecure in their own knowledge, in their own teaching. That, like I say, if you truly believe that you've got a truth, if you truly believe that you've got something that's real, you don't need to attack other people. You don't need to defend your position. You don't need to prove why everyone else is wrong. You just are saying, okay, I have found a truth, and it's up to you to decide for yourself. And like I said, if I really believe I have the truth, you're going to come to it eventually. And if you don't, you're going to suffer. And so all I would want to do was help lead you to my truth so that you don't suffer. But other than that, I'm not going to be attacking you, right? Because I'm okay. I'm solid in my teaching. I don't believe that I'm wrong, essentially, right? And so with this, what I really want you to consider when listening to a teacher and when listening to someone who's talking, and when listening to someone who is either self-appointed or another person appointed as an authority figure, there are a couple of things I want you to really take note of. So number one, are they attacking other people? Are they attacking other philosophies? Are they finding that they need to, on a consistent or inconsistent basis, berate and tear down other people and other people's belief systems? And that should be a red flag. Number two, are they asking you to abdicate your own responsibility and your own freedom of thought in order to follow what they have to say? Okay, so if anyone's asking you to just listen to me, or I have the answer, don't question, don't think for yourself, don't listen to your own body, don't listen to your own mind, don't do your own research, don't ask questions, just listen to me. That, number two, that should send up another red flag, because it should always be that you take what is given and you apply it and you think about it and you decide for yourself if it's real. And no teacher and no pastor, no anyone, no religious leader, no government leader has the power to tell you what is and what is not right for you, what is and what is not true. And like I say, they can present something to you that they truly believe is the truth, and you then need to go and find it for yourself. So if they're not encouraging you to go think about it for yourself, if they're not encouraging you to explore and ask questions, that should raise a red flag. If they don't want you to be questioning what they have to say, that's probably not a good sign. And number three, how are they making you feel? Okay, if they're making you feel like you're a bad person, or if they make you feel worse about yourself for what they have to say, or if they make you feel bad for what you've been through, or bad for what you think right now, or guilty, or in any of these things, if they're making you feel negative, that is not a good sign. And I just want to kind of say, there are definitely times when we hear truths and we hear things that aren't necessarily the best things for us to hear, or they don't feel amazing, right? So sometimes it doesn't feel amazing to learn that, like, your favorite food is actually kind of bad for you, or like I said, right, like, we can definitely learn truths that make us uncomfortable and that make us feel like, oh, I don't want to know that. But it shouldn't make you feel like you are a crappy person. Does that make sense? So there should be a distinction here. If they're telling you that you're ridiculous, or you feel bad about yourself as a human being after listening to them, that should be a red flag. You should feel like, no, okay, I'm good. I am lovely, I am worthy, I am whole, I am beautiful, and this teaching is giving me a freedom, or this teaching is giving me a new perspective in an area of my life that I did need to look at, that I do need to look at. And maybe it's uncomfortable, but it's not that I'm a bad person, or that I'm terrible, or anything like that. It's just that this new truth is uncomfortable, but it's for my good, because I am good. And your teacher should always be looking at you as though you are a perfect, beautiful, whole, unique being that is on your journey, and they're just providing you with some guidance on that journey. They're not telling you that you're wrong and bad and stupid or whatever for doing what you're doing, or thinking what you're thinking, or believing what you're believing. Okay, so that's just my spiel on teachers, and I just think if you take nothing away from this, I really want you to take away that you are sovereign. Okay, it's your responsibility to listen to what people are saying and then think about it, and then experiment with it. And if it doesn't work for you, and if it doesn't make sense for you, if it doesn't feel good for you, if it doesn't give you results, walk away. Okay? No, don't stick with something that really makes you feel terrible, that doesn't make you feel good in the sense that you are a good person. Not necessarily, like I said, right? There are some teachings that we learn that are hard to hear or whatever. But still, right? You need to be sovereign. You need to take responsibility. No one is an authority above you. You need to use your own mind, okay? And your own heart and your own feelings. So that is my spiel on teachers. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below. Any video requests, like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Thanks, guys.